Hey gang, I'm coming to you today to show a couple different things that you would do with different horses. The first thing that we're gonna do is talk about how to help a Ratey horse not just jam up stop at the barrel. And the other thing we're gonna do is talk about how to help a horse that maybe isn't quite so Ratey find a sweet spot. These are paternal half siblings. This is Dino, this is Cosmo. And I'm gonna use them for the demonstration today because even though they're half siblings and they feel very similar under saddle and they move very similar under saddle, this horse's favorite speed is stopped. And she tends to like to show you how fast she can go. So I thought this would be a good experiment. So we're gonna do a couple of different segments. We will show you how to help the Ratey horse stay forward, and we'll show you how to help the horse that maybe isn't quite so Ratey come back to you. So, stay tuned. Okay, so I've just got on this horse, haven't warmed him up at all. We're gonna kind of make this video the warm-up. Okay, so what you're gonna see here is me really giving this super Ratey horse a lot of room so that I can really help him hurry his feet. And he can learn that he doesn't need to die on me. A lot of these really Ratey horses tend to dive into barrels. They tend to really hunt that turn, and so they are a little bit harder to keep honest. So what we're going to do here is let him find the resting spot there. He gets a chance to walk and think about what just happened. Here I'm going to ask him to lope off. In a second you're going to see him get in trouble because he's lollygagging. Yep. Now we're going to ask him to come in here and really work for us. See if what we've taught him has helped. We're going to give him a lot of room so that he'll hurry and drive out of that turn. That was a lot better. Now for one like him, that his goal is to rest, we'll just do that a couple times. And he'll realize, gosh, if I just do that, Jen lets me rest, right? So we'll start from here. See if we can trot. Good. We'll stop him. And I'm not a big proponent typically of stopping one once they learn to run, although I want to be able to stop one wherever I would like in a pattern. And a Ratey one, I might not want to stop after we leave a barrel. But for him, because we're teaching him to hurry, I'm gonna make an exception. We're gonna pet him right here. Then we're gonna go across here to the second. Trot. Trot. You're gonna walk the room. Hurry. Good. Let him rest. It took multiple tries to get there, and you can see it's a struggle for me to get him to go like that. So for him, what I might do now, we're going to go back to a trot. I want him trotting as fast as I'm riding. There we go. Want him here, want him here. I'm gonna slow down. He wants to dive, okay, right there. So we're just gonna hustle those feet. We're gonna go back through it here. That's a trot. I'm moving around. There. Straight now, I'm gonna let him quit. Because here's the thing. On a horse that really wants to turn and really wants to slow down, what we're teaching them is to find the sweet spot by hurrying through the turn. So if all we ever do is hurry them through a turn and then finish making a run on them, all they're ever gonna learn is that there's no sweet spot. There's never a good spot for them to find some peace. I'm letting him find some peace here. I'm having to do a lot to get him to a place where he's staying off my leg, off my hand, and being honest and continuing to drive from behind and continue to go forward, because he's not a very forward horse. But we have to give him a chance to say, oh, okay, I just had to hurry and be honest with Jen. So we'll trot through here again. Trot through here again. Good job, Nino. Trot through here. Trot through here. We're going to speed our trot up. Not going to let him stop. We're going to make him round. And we're going to hurry, hurry, hurry. Good. Now he can quit. Good job, buddy. Good job. So you don't have to do this in a pattern. You can do it with one barrel. Just pick your spots. Have your horse keep going. You don't need a barrel to do it. You can do it with a weed. You could do it with a cone. You could do it in a lot of different ways. But having a barrel helps. I just am not a big believer in that you need to pattern a horse, or you need to, you need to do all these things. What we need to do is teach the horse to go where we want, when we want, at the speed we want, and stay shaped up while he's doing it. Okay, so I'm on Cosmo now. Haven't warmed her up. You're gonna just see me get on cold, because I figure that's the fairest way to do this. So we're gonna do the same thing with her. First barrel's over here, second barrel's over here. I don't know how much of the second barrel the Peebo is gonna catch, but it'll catch the first for sure. And that is, I don't wanna say she's not hunting it, but I have to generally do a little bit more work to hurry her shoulders and to kind of get her to think about the setup for the turn on this one. It'd be pretty easy to drive her by it. So she's not warmed up. We'll start this at the trot, and I'm going to show you kind of what I'll do with one like her that might be a little more inclined to run by it. Or if you have one that just is flat, like can't make the turn, and you know they're not sore, this is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to approach a horse that's really struggling to think back to you. Dino does not have that problem. Dino thinks back to me all the time, right, Dino? Yeah. So with her, what we'll do, okay, I'm going to trot her up to my spot. I'm not going to let her stop forward of the barrel. I'm going to have, this is my sweet spot. This is where I want her. I want her right here. I want her to wait. I want her to hunt this spot right here. This is what I want from a horse that isn't necessarily craving a turn. On a horse that's craving a turn, I want him to hunt that spot right over there. That's why you'll see me slow Dino down right there. I want him to hunt that spot. This horse, I want her to hunt this spot. Now we'll drive her forward. I'll look at my second barrel, and we'll trot to the second. Slow down. There. See how she just kind of hunted, coming in here and being still and quiet and thoughtful? That's what we're after. This right here. And on one that was kind of wanting to blow by and not hunt the turn and not hunt the sweet spot, that might be where I would even stop and unsaddle that sucker, right here. Now we'll just have her walk, look, go to the next barrel. Now, if we can lope in here and have her find it on her own. I'll take my reins up. I love these G-Bar G reins, you guys, for this particular reason right here. She's not going anywhere, so there's no holes in them. So I can take them, you can just pull, and on her they go all the way up. So it makes it real easy to take your reins up without having to fuss with the holes. So they go all the way. Pays to ride a short horse sometimes. All right, so let's send her at the lope this time. Let's send her the first girl didn't make a run on her. Oh, somebody really wants to turn. Good. Good. Yeah. She did what we asked. We can totally quit her right there. I probably won't. I'll probably put a full ride on her. And one of these days I'll figure out how to either, one, hire an assistant to come stand out here and film these things, or two, get a piece of technological equipment that might be a little better than the Pivo, because this sucker cannot keep up. But hopefully that helps give you guys a couple of ideas on a couple different kinds of horses for how and what we would do to help these horses figure out what it is we're asking and make our idea their idea. Thanks.